'Cause they always have a Marcus. One thing about Marcus, he ain't gonna be worth a damn. Marcus ain't shit in none of the story.
Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel a chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. 'Cause the love you give, it can't be replaced.
Hi family, how are you doing? If you're new here, welcome to my channel. If you're returning, welcome back. I want to talk about my latest obsession. If you read the title, you already know what it is. But I've noticed a few repeating scripts in the AI Afro Korean K-dramas, and I wanted to talk about it. So let's go. So the first thing I noticed about a K-drama is there's always going to be a character named Marcus. And one thing about Marcus ain't shit. Marcus ain't worth a damn. And he's going to make it known that he ain't shit from the get-go, from the very beginning. The female character, I've seen mostly it's the same three. Because since I'm watching the Afro Korean ones, it's like the same three black female characters. One looks like Tiana Taylor. One looks like Tisa Tales. She's a YouTuber here, and she makes like celebrity gossip kind of videos. She looks just like her, beautiful lady. And the other one, she's a beautiful dark skinned character, AI character too. And for the plus size one, I've only seen one plus size character, and she looks a little bit like Lizzo. They use that same plus size AI character for all their, even though they're different channels, they're using the same looking character on all of their K-drama AI Black Korean episodes. Another thing I noticed, so the lady, she's gonna be from somewhere in Africa. It's gonna be Kenya, Ghana, Nigeria, somewhere in Africa. If she's from the States, she's only from 3 places. It's only gonna be Atlanta, Chicago, or Detroit. These are the ones I've seen, and I've been watching them for almost 4 weeks now, 3.5 weeks perhaps, and pretty much every day. Only those places, nowhere else. I'm addicted. Once you watch a couple of them, you can pretty much know the script. They're gonna always say first, let's talk about how it starts. There's gonna be some kind of traumatic event in the beginning. Let's call it first the character, the black woman Amara, because that's pretty much her name. Sometimes they'll get jazzy, but most of the time she's Amara. Amara's gonna be dealing with some kind of tragedy, some kind of traumatic thing. Like, she's getting ready to lose her house. She's getting ready to, she's working 3 jobs. She doesn't sleep much. She only has 1 hour sleep. She got kicked out of class or school because she couldn't afford it. She lost her scholarship because she had to work. She has to send money back to her parents in her native country, wherever she's from. She's in another place. She has to send money back to her native country, to take care of her mother who's dying of cancer, and she has to put her siblings, her younger siblings, through school. She's going to be about 18, 19, 20. The oldest I've seen 22. She's got to take care of all her family. Her dad may have sold her for his gambling addiction so he can pay off his debt. Some kind of situation like that. It's going to be something along those lines. So she has to be forced to marry a mafia boss. For some reason, everybody, I'm not going to say everybody, 9 out of 10 of the K-dramas I've seen with the Afro Korean K-dramas, 9 out of 10 are mafia bosses. I've seen a couple of channels that try to do other things outside of that, which I'm grateful for. But most of the people in Seoul are mafia bosses apparently. So that's what they do in the K dramas. She's gonna be forced to go live with him. His name is gonna be Jinwoo, Tyson, something along there. So the names are, I guess, they're really common names in Korea. And I'm gonna have to go to Seoul because they always talk about a place called Jeju Island. That's apparently gorgeous. I need to go see where these places are that sit over the Han River because of course they're apparently gorgeous. What's another place? If you can think of other places they talk about in K dramas, put it in the comments. Specifically, if you're watching the AI K dramas, because they always talk about the same places. Oh, Itaewon. I need to visit. Apparently, I need to go to Itaewon because it's the stuff. So I need to go see what they're talking about. And his penthouse, the mafia boss's penthouse, is going to be gorgeous, looking over the Han River. And he's going to have floor-to-ceiling windows. That's a must. That's non-negotiable. She's going to resist. She's going to try to get away. So, during the duration with Amara staying with the mafia boss who kidnapped her or she was sold to or whatever, like I said, she's going to try to escape or whatever. It's not going to happen. She's not going to escape. But during the course of her imprisonment, she's going to fall in love with him. That's non-negotiable too. They have to fall in love. The continents, that has to happen. So after they fall in love, she's going to get kidnapped. She's going to get, what do you call those little things? The zip ties. They're going to do that behind her back. She's going to be sitting in a chair when Jinho comes in with an explosion and finds her in the chair, zip tied. He's going to get there before she can get to... They might slap her up a little bit, so she might have a little blood here and there. But for the most part, she's going to be fine. Then he's going to kill the bad guy who kidnaps her because apparently in the mafia, you can't have a wife. And if so, she's your biggest weakness. So they have to be eliminated. So the bad guy finds out who's the mafia boss's rival. He finds out that he's not the one to play with once you kidnap his wife because you're going to die now. So, and she might try to talk him out of killing him because she wants him to be a better person. He's going to eventually transfer all his illegitimate businesses over to his legitimate businesses that he uses to cover for the illegitimate business. So, and then they're going to eliminate the rival. They're going to be happy after. She's going to have a kid or two. And it's going to be, it's going to be, roses and luxury, whatever. And they're just going to live in bliss. And I love to see it. I watch every one, even though they're all the same thing. So I have found a couple channels that kind of switch it up. Love and Tension, they switch it up. Stories by Rain, she switches it up. Because most of the time, the women are in servitude positions like waitress, cook, chef, housekeeper. Which there's nothing wrong with that, but a lot of them are like that. But Stories by Rain, she has executives. The women are executives. She has good representation, Oh, and another thing about the Mafia's family, when he takes her to meet his family, they're going to be traditional. And so they're not going to like Amara. She's too black and she's too non-traditional. So if you watch K-dramas, you're addicted like me. Oh, but don't worry. They're going to eventually fall in love with Amara. And then they're going to end up liking her too. Maybe not like family, but, in a tolerating kind of way. So if you like the AI K-dramas too, the Black Korean K-dramas, and you're obsessed like me, put down in the comments some things that you've noticed that they always say or that they always do, or some places that you want to go that you found out through the K-drama that are like really nice places to visit, apparently. Yeah. And talk to you later. Bye. Okay, y'all, this is an Afro Korean drama, and this lady right here is actually mad that the Korean gentleman in the back right there cleared her debt, paid all her debt. Her, mind you, her shop was getting ready to be taken. He paid that, her student loans, and she's upset about it. And haven't talked to him for 2 weeks because he paid her debt. I, who's writing these? In these Great Depression 3.0 economical times, you mad because he paid your debt off. Oh.
Like they needed to confirm it was real.
Now she mad that he bought her daughters, all three. He bought all three of them a car.
Helen came downstairs in her robe and
Now she
found
mad,
all three of her daughters standing in the hallway holding car keys. He answered on the second ring. Good morning. You bought my children cars. Good morning to you too. 3 cars, Kumro. They each needed one. The twins were sharing and Ava was using taxis. That is not the point. I thought it was exactly the point. You can't just buy people cars without saying anything. I did say something. I told my assistant to send a message. To them, not to me. I thought you might try to stop it. I would have. I know, he said.
Y'all heard it. She was mad. I don't understand it. I think I'm going to have to write my own and put my own little spin on it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.